Hi, I'm Kelly, and this is my daughter Erica, and we're here to tell our story. Erica was 10 years old and had a flu shot. About 12 hours later, she had a seizure. That day, she had 3 seizures. And I guess a week later, after all the testing, thank goodness there was nothing wrong structurally with her brain, we were told that our child had epilepsy. Now, of course, I said, I think it's associated with the flu shot, and they were absolutely no. But, your mother instinct said, I gave birth to a healthy, beautiful little girl, and it's gonna make me cry. And, now she's got epilepsy. That's just absolutely unacceptable. So then, of course, we have to drug her. Which, at first you don't think that's a big deal until you start giving your child epilepsy medicine, which makes them process slow. Immediately, the teacher's calling me in. You didn't know this, but, there's been a marked change in Erica.
It was a lot harder.
Everything,
in school.
yeah. I mean, basically, go get drugged and then try to learn math or reading. And that's what it did. Of course, we went to the doctors and said this is a problem, and they said it's always associated with these drugs. That's the biggest complaint. Anyway, it was, I guess, we had to learn that baths were not acceptable anymore. Swimming pools, we had a pool. And so it was, as a mom, you become almost crazy because you don't want to not let your child swim, but you're watching like a hawk because swimming motion, you don't even think about that, can look like a seizure. So you don't even know if your child is safe, ever. So I was the mom that was always, all kids out of the pool, I have to go to the bathroom, just a minute, and then you get back in, but that was how we had to be. No bunk beds, no bathtubs.
I would go to my friend's house and I'd tell I can't sleep on the top bunk because I might have a seizure and I could fall off and get really hurt. Yeah. And so
it was
scary.
Yeah, and it was remembering medications. It was sending them. Heaven forbid you forgot a medicine. If she got a flu bug and was vomiting, she wouldn't get her medicine. She'd have a seizure, and then we ended up in the hospital because she got so dehydrated and they drugged her. She was a zombie. It was horrible. And that's pretty much, I guess, after you were in the hospital, I was begging God daily to help me find something. And I knew I needed a holistic doctor. And I think he probably was like, okay, stop talking, stop begging me. I will get you an answer. Because I ended up accidentally finding a flyer about this seminar. And because I knew I needed a holistic doctor. Modern medicine, or whatever, Western medicine was just drugging her. And that was the drugs were the biggest problem. The seizures were bad. The seizures were horrible. But the drugs were causing us terrible problems because, it caused her to process slow. It hurt. I know it probably hurt your confidence in school.
It's every month I was taking, this is about the size of my hand. This much medicine.
Yeah, it was a lot. So
one morning and one night.
Yep, every day and every night. So anyway, I found a flyer that talked about this chiropractor that was holding a seminar on how to heal your gut. That's what it was. And I was like, that is the guy I need to talk to because he's going to heal from the inside, this. And I wasn't even sure he was my guy, but I knew that he could get me to someone that could get me, the answers I needed. So went to the seminar, and it was funny. I had a bunch of neighbors willing to go, and it was a rainy, nasty, horrible night, and everybody backed out. And I was like, I gotta go. I had to go. So I went, sat in the seminar, listened, and it was very interesting. I definitely heard some things that I was like, that speaks to me. It kind of makes sense. And then I stayed late, and Dr. Nick was kind enough to spend hours talking about Erica and our problem, our situation, and my desire to heal my child, because again, she was healthy, and all of a sudden she's got epilepsy, and I just to this day I can't wrap my brain around that. So we I guess we brought Erica in right away, and Dr. Nick did an assessment, and we began doing chiropractic care. And then we did brain core,
which
is a biofeedback. So you want to talk about that?
Yeah, I went into a room and so I watched my favorite TV show, and every time like
Your brain waves went wrong?
My brain waves like went wrong, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The screen went black, and so it trained my brain to like find out how to turn it on. Like I couldn't tell it to turn on, but somehow my brain worked and like
That's pretty cool.
learned how to like reconnect where it wasn't.
Because if it makes sense, I mean, seizures are erratic brain activity. That's exactly what happens. So she trained her brain. And then we also did, through Dr. Nick, was a true cellular detox program, which we chelated in a healthy, safe way, heavy metals from her body. And there's a whole program for that he can tell you about himself. And then we learned about the ketogenic diet here, and and about the toxins and all that. I mean, it's just a total. It was just a total healthy environment for us. So we've changed our entire life in terms of how we shop, what we eat, what we do, and it was all because we got this information here. We are thrilled that Erica is
Seizure free.
No more.
So here's the bucket.
Oh. She's been dying
so
to put.
excited.
She's been dying to do this,
It says brought by our patients who no longer need them.
and she's been wanting to put her medicine in there,
Yes.
but we found out
It doesn't fit because
it's too big of a bottle. There are too many meds, but we'll figure out a way to get that in there for her.
Yeah.
But anyway, so she's seizure free. We did the testing, of course, and that's the other part. You don't think about the doctor's appointments with a neurologist that you have to go to every 3 months, and then the sad results that you're constantly getting when they retest every year. And yep, she's still got seizures. Yep, keep her on the drugs. Anyway, we did the regular test where they do the flashing the eyes, have her sleep deprived, and she was seizure free. And it was kind of funny to watch our neurologist's face when he was like, "But I wouldn't stop the medicine if I were you, Mother." And I said, "But I think she's good. We did all this, and I really believe that what we did was right." And his face when he looked up, and he's like, "It was normal." And she was like, "Ee!" And I was like, "I am not crying in front of this man." I am not. But we drove straight here, and we saw Katie, Dr. Nick's wife, and grabbed her, and I saw her, and we just bawled because we're like, "She's seizure free." So, but we couldn't actually do this talk until she did the 24-hour test, because that's the one after 6 months after you get the good result, or the normal, they call it normal, which was wonderful to be normal. And then we did the 24-hour test and came back completely normal. So Erica is off her medicine, and she is healthy, and she is seizure free. So I guess that's our little testimonial. I highly recommend to any mother, father, grandmother that's watching, if you have a child that is struggling with anything medically, psychologically, I think it's worthwhile just coming over here and just talking to them and talking to Dr. Nick about your child. He's very compassionate. He's they're just loving people. And he certainly was not above praying with me for a cure. So, because I got to give it up to God, because he brought me here, brought us here.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know. Thank you, Dr. Nick.